Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are coming on to this live session of our LATOKEN VCTV. Every session, we are quite happy to have a unique project come with their unique ideas. And today we have such unique project, a project called Omniverse. They are making a splash in the gaming space, in the Web3 space of this industry. And they've been recently listed on LATOKEN. They're growing rapidly. They're very excited to have this opportunity to talk to the audience and clarify a lot of questions and explain them what makes them different. Let's have Mr. Engineered and Mr. CHIRPY, the team members of Omniverse, onto the VCTV show. Mr. CHIRPY, Mr. Engineer, thank you very much for coming on to our show. We're very, very happy to have you here. Firstly, let's start with the introduction of yourselves, and then we can go on to the questions which our users are really very eager to, get a peek behind the curtain and understand the project. So let's start with Mr. CHIRPY.
Okay, so my name is CHIRPY. I am an Apex chain node validator. So we, in our group of node validator, we are like a group of community representative. We are like a decentralized autonomous organization for the Apex. So meaning that any project compiled has to go through the NVs, which is like node validators. So we have to scrutinize those projects to ensure that it meet the standard where what we need, because there are things we are trying to achieve in Apex chain, So that's what I do for Apex.
Perfect. Thank you for the introduction. So you're basically the quality control manager, sort of.
Okay.
Let's move on to Mr. Engineered. He's looking like the mega mind of this show, who's gonna give us the introduction. And please, Mr. Engineered, go on.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us. We are just as excited to be here. As you mentioned, my name is the Engineered. I'm the Chief Operations Officer of Omniverse. I've been with the project for about a year now. We just had our 1 year anniversary, and I joined the team pretty soon after launching. My background is in the energy industry, so I'm an engineer by trade, but I've been in technology for, 15 years. Done a number of different things from, business development to project management to blockchain. So pretty diverse background. Very happy to be a part of the team. We've done great things so far. I see a lot of more great things coming, and yeah, we're very, very excited to be here with you to share about our project.
Perfecto. I mean, you're the engineer who's made this 1,000 horsepower engine, and our audience would very much likely now want to understand about the other aspects of this wonderful car that you built. Thank you very much for coming on to the show. Let's get started with a very simple question that everybody have in their mind is what inspired you to create the Omnia project? What's the idea behind it?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'll go ahead and take this one, Chirpy. So like I mentioned, I joined Omniverse after the project had formed, but I actually asked our founder that very thing. And in a nutshell, he was not happy with the fact that every game developer seemed to be trying to launch their own product or game that really only worked in their own closed ecosystem. And so the idea for Omniverse really stemmed from wanting to build something that was platform agnostic and could be ported to any platform to give people flexibility. And we all sort of, gravitated towards gaming as a focal point. So we really wanted to take this great technology that is blockchain and apply that to gaming. And don't get me wrong, I mean, Omniverse did not invent Web3 gaming, but we're doing it in such a way that builds out an entire platform, agnostic ecosystem, rather than just a single closed standalone game. We've created an entire gaming portfolio with each of the games having a play to earn components and all being accessible through our central metaverse environment, the Omniverse. And Omniverse really serves as a full entertainment ecosystem with not only traditional video games, but really a full economy and other, I don't know, entertainment options, things like casinos and lending services. And we're building all of this on our zero gas Apex blockchain, which not only hosts Omniverse, but is really also an attractive platform for other developers to build on. On Apex, we have world-class transaction speeds. We are scalable both horizontally and vertically. We have 5 nines uptime, so very reliable. And I don't want to give the impression that our ecosystem is only on Apex, because as I mentioned at the beginning, we were really sort of founded on the principle of interoperability. So for example, we're in the process of bringing our current gaming portfolio to the core blockchain and getting play to earn set up to pay out core. And we do have our digital assets available on other chains like Ethereum, but Apex is the home base for Omniverse, so to speak, and really gives us our own environment on which to develop, implement, and optimize. So where are we going with all of this? If you look at different outlook reports from big firms like NASDAQ, Coinbase Ventures, Forbes, and many other, I don't know, financial experts, they all point to Web3 gaming as being a large part of the next wave of crypto users. And you can see most of the large gaming companies starting to explore Web3 technology and launch their own NFTs. I mean, just recently, Sony filed some NFT related patents. Epic Games has a Web3 group. GameStop has had some NFTs. So you're already sort of seeing the shift of gaming into the crypto and Web3 space. And when you combine this trend with the $200+ billion gaming industry, there's obviously a huge opportunity here. So really all of this came together into what is now Omniverse. At this point, our Apex mainnet has been live for 8 months. We've released multiple games that are free to play to earn. We've built up millions of dollars in liquidity. We're working like crazy and have a ton more games and utility in the pipeline. And we have some I don't know, really solid prospects that I wish I could share more about. Not even CHIRPY knows, but yeah, we so that's really kind of where, I don't know, Omniverse came from.
Yeah, I really agree on the point that a lot of traditional games are really poised to adopt this technology. I myself, play CS:GO, which is a very old game, and you have many skins, you have many weapon skins, gloves, a lot of things that are already traded in the open market. They just have to integrate the NFT technology, and it's a huge thing in many of the competitive games that already have a huge community built up. So in a way, you guys are you found a niche that's growing. You've added your own spice, and you made it something unique. So I guess the next question is, can you explain to our audience how exactly does Omniverse help in the creation and integration of NFTs into existing gaming environments? How will it benefit the gamers and NFT creators?
Fantastic. All right, so CHIRPY, I'll take this one, and then I think well, I'll give you the next one here. So so if you think about what infrastructure you need for NFTs, you need a blockchain, you need the appropriate, I don't know, decentralized exchanges, NFT marketplaces on that chain, and you need utility and an environment for that utility. In our case, obviously, that utility is primarily gaming, and so we need that gaming environment. So naturally, we need our own games so that we have that vertical integration and ability to, I don't know, sort of bridge the blockchain with gaming. And that's exactly what we've done, is bring all of that under one umbrella. So like I mentioned, we have our zero gas blockchain Apex, which hosts most of our NFTs. Each of them have some form of utility, whether that be as a usable character or item in game, or some form of staking multiplier, or I don't know, ticket for exclusive access, or in some cases both. Some of them are intended for specific games. Others will be used across different games, and in many cases can even be used in other games like Spatial on the Oculus VR headset. So again, really kind of working towards that interoperability. So, for example, our Nutless Monkey and Warrior NFT series are used in our game Cyborn, which is sort of like a Counter-Strike-like team-based online shooter. Our companion NFTs can be used in spatial and other apps that support 3D files, and will also be usable in one of our upcoming games. And really, one of the reasons we're seeing more and more interest in Web3 gaming is due to this NFT technology being just absolutely perfect for monetizing in-game customization and add-ons, just exactly as you mentioned. And so rather than paying a bunch of money to, I don't know, buy add-ons in a game that you eventually lose interest in, why not buy an NFT that you can use across a bunch of games and at the same time benefit from other rewards that it entitles you to? So that's really what we're building. We have most of the pieces in place. We very much welcome other individuals that want to launch a project on Apex, especially those that want to interact with it, Omniverse. And what I mean by that is, say, for example, another project wants to create NFTs that we could then use in our own games as a unique playable character or avatar. So those are the projects and individuals in particular that we want on Apex, the ones we can build with.
Right. I mean, the interoperability on many different games, I think, is something that you guys would boast as a specific feature for the gamers specifically. Is there anything other that you want to point out for the gamers and more importantly, the NFT creators?
Yeah, so I think I would stress the, I don't know, zero gas on Apex, right? So that's absolutely critical for Web3 gaming, where you have just, I don't know, a huge number of microtransactions. I mean, Web3 gaming isn't going to work in its entirety on chains like Ethereum, where I don't know, just gas is too expensive. It'd be too expensive to play the game. I also wanted to point out that we're not the only game developers in town, right? So like I mentioned, anybody who wants to build a game and has the capability to do that, we would love to look at hosting that game on Apex.
Absolutely. You definitely want to take the power of environments that have already been built and then help them integrate your blockchain. Spot on. And I think that the next question that our users and more importantly, and I'm very curious as well, which is, can you highlight some aspects on the security and privacy aspect of the blockchain, especially in terms of communication and transactions on the Omniverse platform?
Okay, can you can hear me clear now?
Now it's crystal clear.
Okay, so I was saying before that one of the things that drives people towards blockchain business is privacy and security. Although most of the time this happens to be like a kind of not guaranteed. But when Apex was coming on board, they actually have that as in forefront to make sure that people are completely and adequately protected. So that's why in our blockchain, we pride ourselves as one of the most secure today. As we partnered with industries company, most of the reliable companies that provide security and privacy in the blockchain industry. So we have a great partnership with Cloudflare.com, which provide complete security for Apex blockchain. And also in terms of identity, like if people are coming in on board our project, we don't necessarily have to mandate them to show
disclose themselves,
like to expose themselves. But we have a way of doing that because we have partnership with Token, which they mandatorily have to go through KYC with them. They don't necessarily have to show the entire community whom they are, but these are like trusted participants in blockchain industry. So they handle the KYC issue with onboarding projects, and Cloudflare does our security in terms of infrastructural securing. And of course, we have another state-of-the-art technology, which is anti-bots, You know, sometimes
Mhm.
this sandwich attack is one of the things that is costing the industry a lot of money. That is one thing that Apex is out to stop. So our blockchain are like very effective in a kind of
Stopping bot accounts.
Yes.
That's really great, actually. I think that's one of your strong points, that you can actually stop bot accounts. And I think so. The another thing that you need to highlight upon is that, you know, the KYC part is not going to be shown to anyone else. It's going to be done, but nobody else is going to be seeing it. That's where you
Yes.
guys are keeping it safe. You know, you are kind of checking them, but still keeping it privacy centric.
Correct.
Yeah, and if I could add a couple of things there. So the KYC is only for projects coming on to Apex, right? So if somebody wants to mint a token or mint an NFT, that it's only for projects going on to Apex. It's not for anybody who wants to just come and play games and invest. And the other thing I wanted to mention was that as far as the bots go, you can actually go to our chain explorer and see our dashboard, and it actually shows like how many bot accounts we've stopped. So pretty cool feature there.
Wow, that's really interesting, because this is a huge issue in the industry with a lot of bot accounts tainting the amount of holders and the amount of real users on a platform. And it's great to see that you guys have cracked a way to solve this. Going on to the next question, I think so, is since you guys have this good framework to maintain all of this, I think so the next best thing is what are some of these frameworks and systems that Omniverse has integrated, which can give a seamless experience / gaming experience to the users? Can you name a few of them?
Yeah, sure. So another good question. So one of our major partners, Sphinx Labs, hosts the decentralized exchange and NFT marketplace for Apex, but Apex is also integrated into a number of centralized exchanges, with LATOKEN being our preferred exchange. Apex can be added to most non-custodial wallets. We prefer MetaMask. Our DApp is currently where gamers set up their profile and identify the wallet they want to receive play to earn rewards in. We're about to roll out a new user profile system that'll have a better user interface and more functionality, but currently the DApp is where that's done. And I guess on that topic, one of the complications that we've seen with Web3 gaming is the need to connect a wallet to the game. Our system avoids that altogether through our Web 2 to Web 3 bridge. So our DApp and in the near future, our user profile, that really serves as the cross reference between the gaming and the crypto. So you don't even need to connect your wallet to our games. You really just log your wallet address in the DApp. We check whether a wallet holds a particular asset for different gaming functionality. If you have a particular character or a skin or a weapon, and rewards are paid out instantly, all with zero gas. And this is another thing that is very unique to, that we're doing compared to our competitors. Our games.
So there's not really any hassle between connecting to the game once you've actually verified that item on your wallet.
Exactly. Yep. So Web 2 to Web 3 bridge. No need to connect your wallet to the games themselves. And speaking of which, all of our games are available on PC and mobile devices. Some are in the Google Play Store, like Cyborn, and like I mentioned earlier, all of them are free to play. So again, some functionality requires you to hold a particular NFT or like a minimum amount of a particular asset, like Omnia, but we really want people to use our games, so we make them all free to play. We also just released an early version of our Omniverse metaverse. Eventually, we'll have portals from that central environment to each of our games and to different kind of businesses and storefronts within that environment. So I mean, you'll be able to log into the Omniverse game, go buy a new NFT that acts as a playable character or weapon in Cyborn, and play that while earning rewards. Then you could go meet up with some friends in the Omniverse lounge and then head off to the casino and do some gambling. So those are some of the platforms that we're using. We do try to kind of keep it simple. We really want to foster, I don't know, the next wave of crypto users. So we like to kind of keep things, I don't know, streamlined and simple.
No, spot on. I think the dApp is the crown jewel of your platform, especially with the seamlessness, because a lot of blockchain companies, a lot of gamify projects, there's a lot of hurdles before you can actually enjoy the experience, and I think that's where you guys are coming out front of the competition.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Right. I think another question to follow up on this is, can you give us some more upcoming features that you guys are coming up? Any developments that users can expect in the near future? Some peeks behind the curtain that you guys are engineering for.
Yeah, definitely. So as you can imagine, our constant focus at the moment is really aggressive game development, new game launches. We have, I don't know, upwards of 10 games right now. We're in the process of finalizing both a racing game and a cricket game. We're also continuing to build out our metaverse environment as well. Like I said, connecting those businesses and I don't know, really making it a full environment. And kind of as an extension to that, I mentioned that we've been bringing our games over to the Core blockchain recently. We've really sort of, I don't know, struck a chord with Core, and our partnership there seems to be going really well. So I'm personally very eager to further explore our relationship with the Core network and see what else we can do there. I know I'm missing something. I guess, yeah, we also plan on continuing to update our current portfolio of games, and we'll be making further improvements to games like Cyborn, opening more storefronts and adding some additional add-ons. We also recently implemented hold to earn, which is a bit of a twist on like staking. So rather than having to lock your assets in a staking pool, you can just, I don't know, simply hold them in a wallet and earn by, I don't know, just having them in your wallet. So sort of like reflections, I guess. And we're continuing to receive interest in our Apex blockchain. We're evaluating projects as they reach out to us, and we'll be looking to grow the number of projects on Apex over the coming year. I guess, well, yeah, so we do have a really big development. I unfortunately can't share that yet due to non-disclosure agreements, but it's going to be really big for us, for our community. It'll help, I don't know, grow our ecosystem, help us implement very aggressive marketing, and really help us take this project to the next level.
Spot on. I think one thing that really pricked my ears and really made them raise up is the cricketing game. And I think our users, especially from India, are going to be really eager towards it. I don't know if you know this. This is IPL season. It's the largest time to play cricket, and so hope you bring that game really soon so that you can have a lot of engagement. Speaking of users. Go on, Mr. Engineer.
Yeah, like I mentioned when we were offline, our founder is actually from India, so we know cricket is big over there. We're very excited to kind of bring this to our user base. So I'm glad you're excited about it.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Speaking of users, they've given us a few questions because they really want to feel connected. I think this is one of those sessions where there's that two-way communication instead of a one-way communication, and they've asked a few questions. We've picked out some good ones. The first one that I'd like to ask is, I see this is straight up from the user. Is I see your team background is good and your account by Twitter is blue. How strong is your team? Is the question. Like, who are you? I think the right question is, who are your team members, other members? What are their qualifications? How are they? How can they benefit the project?
Yeah. Okay. Good question. So our team is very strong. I've worked with a lot of great teams over the years, and I have to say that this is by far the best team that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Everybody is, I don't know, very well engaged. They are, I don't know, proactive. When they I don't know, see something that needs to be done, they just do it, and it's fantastic. We have, just on our core team, which consists of 7 members, we have more than 100 years of combined experience in the technology and crypto industries, and doing everything from engineering in the power industry to being a member of one of the, I don't know, Big 10 blockchain firms a number of years ago, to being in the financial business. We have marketing experts, so very, very strong team. And in addition to our core team, we also have a team of node validators, which CHIRPY is representing here. We also have a team of service representatives who really kind of help out with some of the day-to-day implementation of our gaming systems. And we also have a large group of moderators within our Telegram group, and really a large, mature and devoted community. So best team I've ever worked with, yes.
Splendid. Sounds like an experienced pit crew, and the car is in the right hands. Now going on, I think so. A very crucial question, and I think every investor would have this in their mind, is what are the financial prospects for the project over this current year? And I think so. Another thing is a lot of projects have this issue. How are you looking to face this and overcome this, which is the liquidity as well as low level of transaction, which tend to be an issue for some projects? How are you looking at this?
Yeah, so we actually launched our project in March of last year, which I think, as we all know, 2022 was just a horrible year for crypto. We successfully launched all 3 of our digital assets, a number of NFT series, and we are doing very well. So despite the kind of, I don't know, declining crypto industry last year, we've been very successful. Our Omnia token on Ethereum recently went more than 2x. Our block token on Core went 3x when that was launched. And really, we're just getting started. As I discussed earlier, we're very well positioned to take advantage of this, I don't know, coming Web3 gaming revolution. We've also built up billions of US dollars in liquidity for our digital assets, and we'll continue to focus on growing that liquidity. So that really hasn't been a problem for us. Volume hasn't ever really been a problem for us either. And as we extend our assets to new chains and new exchanges, we expect this to only increase. So we have, I don't know, really thrived in a very poor market. And I am very excited to see what we can do in a good market.
That's really good. In terms of the goal for this year, is there anything that as such you've kept in terms of financial prospects? Any goal that you want to reach in terms of, let's say, the price, the volume? Is there a target that you've planned?
No, we don't like to talk about like price targets, to be honest. We're obviously we care about that. We care about the, I don't know, money that people are investing into our project, and we want them to benefit from this. But we're really focused on the building, building of our liquidity, the extension of our assets to other chains, other exchanges. And so I'm going to decline giving a kind of target price or market cap. I think you guys can come look at our charts and see what we've done, and you can see that we're definitely on a pretty steep upward trend.
Yeah, no, I think so. That's a good answer, Mr. Engineer. Especially you wanna under promise and over deliver, and that's an age-old saying that you're following here. A quick question about the name. I'm curious. What does the name mean? Omniverse, Mr. CHIRPY. Maybe you can let us know. What does Omniverse mean? You're on mute, by the way.
So Omniverse is just one of the major, we named that because when the project started, that was the main name that we picked for the project, and the coin of the blockchain itself is Omnia. So which means I'm gonna let Ned add more to this, but I'll just that is the base name that we choose. As you can see, if you translate Omniverse like in terms of generalized English, I would say that it's just like all over everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I would let Ned chip in more.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, so CHIRPY wasn't involved in kind of like, I don't know, the naming of the project, but I think his answer was very good. Really, so if you kind of pick apart the word Omnia and verse, the prefix Omnia means many, and verse is really kind of referring to universe, metaverse, that sort of thing. So Omniverse is really referring to many products and many games across a multitude of platforms. Really kind of looking at it from almost a multiverse perspective, whereby in the Omniverse metaverse environment, you can access all of these different worlds, all these different businesses, and all these different games. So that's really where the name Omniverse came from.
Cool. Good answer. I think so. This verse thing has this sort of a magical sense in the gaming space. There's a lot of verses. But one thing that a lot of our users they're very careful about, and they want to understand, is that a lot of projects in this space, I'm sure you've seen them as well, is that they promise a lot of things. They promise magic. They promise, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Long-term goals, short-term goals, but they never really turn out to be any good working product. They never really release anything at the end. Is this project going to be another chapter as such? If not, how are you guys different to other projects who've done such a thing in the industry?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm I love this question. If you look at, I don't know, there's way too many crypto projects that spend so much of their initial budget on marketing and really building up hype for their project, and they have absolutely no utility, no product, nothing to deliver whatsoever. And I'm always so amazed at how well some of these projects do. And even some of them, like years later, still do not deliver a single utility. We have really kind of flipped the script. We have not spent a lot of money on marketing. In fact, instead, we have focused all of our resources on developing. So I think as we've talked here today, we've already shared a number of different utilities that we have live. Our blockchain is live. We have upwards of 10 games. We have our DApp. We have all kinds of stuff that is live. And so we've really, I don't know, focused our project initially on building something that people can use. And now we're to the point that now we have a usable product and a set of products. Now is the time for that aggressive marketing so that we can actually, I don't know, market something for people to use. So no, we are not one of those projects. We already have a ton of utility, and we're really kind of a bit of a hidden gem with our with how much we offer and how, I don't know, how kind of, I don't know, how little known we still are.
I think spot on. That's where I also saw the differentiation with you guys is the fact that you've already created a lot of things, and then you're coming out of the woodwork showing the creation, and then still promising a lot of things further because of these things, rather than just claiming a lot of stuff and not really showing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the next question a lot of our users would have, once they're really they're really aggressive to get these tokens because of the ideology of the project, is what's the best way to earn Omnia tokens in the Omniverse?
Perfect question. All right. So the easiest way obviously is to go and buy the tokens from an exchange such as LATOKEN, or the Sphinx. They can be purchased. I did mention that we just implemented hold to earn. And so the way that works is by holding Omnia Apex in your wallet, you earn 2% daily, which is compounded. And all you have to do is kind of hold it in your wallet, and you receive more Omnia Apex. In the past, we have had a lot of different staking pools where we were allowing people to earn both Omnia, Block, and Brick, which are 3 assets within our ecosystem. At this point, most of those kind of buckets of tokens are depleted, and so we're really kind of transitioning away from some of those like traditional staking pools, and instead doing things like holds to earn and other incentives. So I mean, best way to get Omnia at this point in time is to buy it, like I said, and then hold it in your wallet and hold to earn.
Spot on. It's 2%, huh? I'm gonna go and get a few tokens and I'm gonna start holding them, Mr. Engineer.
Yeah.
Now the next question is, does the coin has as a non-fungible token as well?
Yeah, so we've talked quite a bit about how important NFTs are to our ecosystem. Like I mentioned, we use them for in-game utility, playable characters, skins, weapons, that sort of thing, but also for like staking and for exclusive access to different things. So it can also almost be used as like a ticket to different events and to different groups that we have. And so yes, we have a number of NFT series. Many of them are available on the sphinx.co, which again is our DEX and NFT marketplace. So yes, we have many non-fungible tokens.
Got it. I think so. Now the next question is it's a repeated question, which is, is there already a working product? Yes, we've heard the entire show. We've talked about the products that you have, but I think another part of the question, which is something that's crucial especially for a Web3 gamify project, is have partnerships been formed? If so, any notable ones that you can mention, and highlight a bit more about the project's team members. I know we've already said that. Maybe quickly again, re-highlight them.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, like we mentioned, we've been at this for a year, so we're not a brand new project. We have a number of different strategic partners. I've mentioned Sphinx Labs. We are a part of the Microsoft for Startups partnership. We have partnered with SOKEN and Kaleido and Cloudflare for like legal support, infrastructure, and tech maintenance and security, respectively. So CHIRPY mentioned a few of those. We are partnered with X to 8, which is from unknown to infinity. That's our innovation platform and launchpad. We use Ember as one of our fiat on-ramps, CrowdSwap for best price DEX routing, AmpleSwap for farming, Hashmail, which is kind of a Web3 based messaging service. We've partnered with some gaming guilds, Morpheus League in particular. We're very happy to be partnered with LATOKEN as our preferred centralized exchange. And then I mentioned a bit kind of our growing relationship with the core DAO and some of the decentralized exchanges that are currently on core. So yeah, we have a great kind of, team within Omniverse, but also a great extended team with all of our partners.
Got it. I think so. That's really what can help you grow. These partnerships are very crucial. I think another very crucial question is, for any industry to grow, especially the crypto industry and especially the gamify industry, and especially for you guys, is that you need non-crypto users to start onboarding and adopting. So the question is, how are you guys trying to fix this issue and have non-crypto users get attracted towards your project? Is there any special partnerships that are going to be upcoming, which will help you get these non-crypto users to come to your platform and become a part of your ecosystem? How are you going to tackle this?
So I was having a problem with my connectivity. So for us, gaming is becoming a big deal in the world we live today, and there are millions of gamers all over the world. So and some of them don't usually use crypto during gaming. So, but in our ecosystem, we are very strong in gaming and NFT, which means that we intend to bring both gamers and real estate investors into this platform. That's why we have what we call fractional NFTs, where people that don't really care about using crypto, they can actually invest through FNFTs and become a shareholder in real estate business. You know what I mean? And also we have
Right.
a lot of real life business registered like in different countries right now. They are already live on our metaverse, and they offer like real life products. So people can actually get into our metaverse through those companies, through their products, and in that way we bring them also into our blockchain without necessarily making them to have like to be crypto users, you know. So those are like one of the areas. And also as we said, we because back in the days, most of the gamers, they don't necessarily earn rewards for playing what they love. But in our own system, we designed it in a way that they will be attracted into blockchain by like looking at the incentives of playing our games. So our games is not just like you win with no reward. You know what I mean? So I think like with all the products we have, we should be able to bring non-crypto users into the industry.
Interesting. I think so. The main highlight is that it's not just gamify or the gaming industry; it's also real world industries that you're helping out, which is a way that you're bringing in those non-crypto users into the ecosystem. Is there anything you can add, Mr. Engineer?
No, I mean, I think you summarized it perfectly. I guess maybe one thing to mention, like we realize that a lot of these, I don't know, traditional gamers who haven't yet experienced crypto, there is that kind of knowledge gap that they probably have, and we want to make it easy for them to move into crypto, and so we recognize that in order to most effectively do that, we need to make it easy for them, right? And so I think that's another way that we're really trying to foster that mainstream adoption by kind of simplifying the way we do things and making it straightforward and easy to understand, so that isn't an additional kind of, I don't know, barrier for those people to come on to the crypto industry.
Spot on. Love the fact that you guys are expanding into other spaces as well. Is there a YouTube channel or some videos that our users can access to learn more about the project? Is there any links that you'd like to give access to so that they can understand more sort of tutorials on how to access?
Yeah, great. So I think the best place to get kind of live information about what's going on is our Telegram group. I can share that with LATOKEN to share. But we do also have a YouTube channel, and we have like our game demos, past AMAs, and tutorials, and more. So you can access that by just searching for Omniverse on the YouTube channel, or like I mentioned, I'll share really all of our socials.
Yeah, guys, it'll be in the description down below, guys. All the links and everything is going to be in the description down below that you can access. So the final question to give this evening a nice ending is, while you're building the project, how do you take account on the feedback and the demands of the community? Because I think you can't be rigid with your plans. You always need to be taking those into accountability and then improving. How do you do this? And if you can name a few examples, if you can.
So yeah, I mean, we are really kind of a community-based project. So our node validator team serves as almost a set of representatives of the community as our decentralized autonomous organization. We often have kind of polls in our Telegram group to kind of solicit feedback from everybody and see how what they think of different things. We're always happy to receive feedback, just, unsolicited as well. So, I mean, if people come into our group and, share some things with us and they have good ideas, yeah, we're very happy to receive that and put it into play. So I think that's really one of the things that's made our project very strong, is that we have a strong community, and we listen to that community. We know what people want, and we, put that stuff into action.
Spot on. I think that's the key to grow is take feedback and work on them. And you guys are definitely doing it the right way. And there you go, team. The audience of LATOKEN, I hope you enjoyed this wonderful session. Thank you very much, Mr. Engineer, and for Mr. CHIRPY for giving this sneak peek on the project and explaining our audience as to how you guys are growing. Head on to LATOKEN, guys, because this one is definitely a sixer, as you'd say in India with cricket. So thank you very much, guys.
Rithik, you've been an awesome host. Appreciate the time. Thank you, LATOKEN. Yeah, we look forward to working with you further. Have a good day, everybody.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.